Master, do you think humans are capable of having superpowers?
What would you consider a superpower?
I find myself overwhelmed by emotions, pulled this way and that by every feeling that arises within me. Sometimes I wish I am without emotions. That's what I think would be a superpower.
Emotions serve as the vivid colors that paint the canvas of human experience, shaping our reactions, decisions, and perceptions. They are the driving force behind our actions, often acting as both the wind in our sails and the storms that rock our boats. However, the ability to harness these emotions, to guide them rather than be ruled by them, is a formidable skill that leads to emotional control. This mastery is a vital component of personal growth, enabling individuals to navigate through life's challenges with resilience and grace.
That's the problem, Master. I've tried many times to guide my emotions, but it seems like a fruitless effort because of how much I find myself reacting. Is this a me problem?
No, young one. Human beings are inherently emotional creatures. Emotions, whether it's anger, fear, joy, or sadness, are natural responses to the stimuli around us. These emotions can be triggered by various factors: past experiences, present situations, or even physiological cues. When we react impulsively, it's often a response triggered by these emotions, sometimes in a fight-or-flight manner, a vestige of our evolutionary past. Reacting to impulses and triggers is often an involuntary response, arising from the amygdala, the emotional center of the brain, which processes these emotions faster than the rational prefrontal cortex. As a result, our immediate reactions might not align with our long-term goals, values, or intentions. Learning to halt these knee-jerk reactions requires cultivating emotional intelligence and practicing strategies that promote emotional regulation.
That makes sense. But is there anything I can do to save me from my feelings?
Yes. However, emotional control does not entail repressing emotions or becoming devoid of feeling. Rather, it involves understanding, acknowledging, and managing one's emotional responses effectively. This ability grants individuals the power to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively, fostering better decision-making, improved relationships, and overall well-being. Stoicism provides a wealth of practical wisdom for quelling impulsive reactions and managing emotional triggers.
But how does one even begin to control what feels uncontrollable?
Practice Premeditatio Malorum, the preparation for adversity. This Stoic principle offers a timeless prescription for emotional control by advocating the visualization and mental rehearsal of potential hardships. This proactive strategy stands as a bulwark against the storm of unexpected challenges, allowing individuals to navigate adversity with resilience and a composed mind. The essence of emotional control lies not merely in reactionary response, but in the art of preemption. The practice of Premeditatio Malorum fosters a cognitive readiness, enabling individuals to anticipate potential triggers and adversities. By visualizing and mentally preparing for these challenges, one cultivates a proactive mindset, reducing the element of surprise that often magnifies emotional turmoil. This deliberate rehearsal empowers individuals to approach adversity with a calibrated, rational response, rather than succumbing to the chaos of emotions.
But isn't that just expecting the worst? Won't that make me a pessimist?
Not at all. It's a realistic outlook, acknowledging life's unpredictability. The Stoic philosophy's emphasis on preparation is akin to an athlete's rigorous training before a competition. The mental exercises involved in Premeditatio Malorum serve as the training ground for the mind, honing one's emotional resilience. Just as physical training prepares an athlete to face the rigors of the game, this mental rehearsal equips individuals to confront life's adversities with grace and poise. Moreover, this deliberate anticipation of adversity does not imply a pessimistic worldview, but rather a pragmatic one. It's a recognition that challenges are an integral part of life, and preparedness is the cornerstone of emotional strength. By acknowledging the potential for adversity, individuals are not overwhelmed when it arrives. Instead, they greet it with a preconceived plan, enabling a more controlled and less emotionally charged response.
That sounds daunting. Is there a simpler approach?
Indeed, simplicity often lies in the act of pausing. In the realm of emotional control and Stoic philosophy, the notion of Hupexhairesis, the practice of pausing and reflecting before responding, stands as a guiding principle. When confronted with triggering situations, this Stoic concept as advocated by Epictetus, offers a profound strategy for emotional regulation. It invites individuals to embrace a momentary pause, suspending immediate judgment until reasoning is applied, thus fostering a more deliberate and measured response. In the tumult of our daily lives, emotional triggers often evoke instinctive reactions, leading to impulsive decisions or heightened emotional states. Hupexhairesis serves as a beacon amidst this storm, urging individuals to pause before succumbing to the initial surge of emotions. This intentional pause represents a critical juncture where the mind, amidst the chaos of emotions, seeks clarity and composure. Epictetus's emphasis on suspending judgment until reasoning is applied underlines the significance of deliberation in the face of adversity. Rather than reacting impulsively based on initial emotions, this Stoic practice advocates for a brief yet invaluable moment of introspection. It encourages individuals to channel their inner reasoning, allowing them to steer their reactions with a calculated and rational approach. Moreover, this pause is not a suppression of emotions, but a strategic intervention to channel them effectively. It's an acknowledgement of emotions without allowing them to dictate one's actions. It's in this moment of suspension that emotional intelligence and self-awareness intertwine, allowing individuals to understand their emotional state and choose the most fitting response.
Hupexhairesis sounds like a medical term, Master.
I know, right, but it's a term from Stoicism. The practice of Hupexhairesis aligns seamlessly with modern psychological concepts, such as mindfulness and cognitive behavioral strategies. It mirrors the mindfulness practice of observing thoughts and emotions without immediate reaction, fostering a sense of detachment that facilitates a more balanced response.
Thank you for the clarification, but how can I detach from these emotions that feel so consuming?
View from above, a practice by Marcus Aurelius, grants perspective. In the pursuit of emotional control, the Stoic philosophy offers a profound strategy encapsulated in the notion of taking a broader perspective, as advocated by Marcus Aurelius. This practice involves visualizing oneself from an external vantage point, a method to distance oneself from immediate emotional reactions and gain a more objective view of the situation. This exercise, often termed view from above, stands as a transformative approach to emotional regulation, empowering individuals to transcend the grip of fleeting emotions. This practice offers a mental landscape where one visualizes oneself from a metaphorical distance, akin to a spectator observing the unfolding events. It encourages individuals to transcend the immediate emotional whirlwind and gain a perspective that transcends the intensity of the moment. By distancing oneself from the immediacy of emotions, one can gain a more rational and balanced understanding of the situation. View from above technique aligns with modern cognitive restructuring techniques used in cognitive behavioral therapies. By altering one's perspective, individuals can reframe their thoughts and emotions, thus altering their subsequent responses. This reframing provides a broader canvas on which to assess and address emotional triggers. Moreover, this practice serves not to negate emotions but to create a harmonious relationship with them. It allows individuals to acknowledge and experience emotions without being entirely consumed by them. By adopting this broader perspective, individuals can navigate their emotional landscape with a newfound sense of control and clarity. The significance of this practice lies in its ability to transform reactive emotions into responsive actions. By viewing oneself from a broader vantage point, individuals can distance themselves from immediate emotional reactions. This distance fosters a moment of reflection, enabling the application of reason and wisdom in responding to situations, rather than being driven solely by raw emotions.
It's a lot to take in. I read about facing discomfort voluntarily. How can that be of help to my emotional mastery?
In the landscape of emotional mastery, the Stoics, notably Seneca, advocated a paradoxical yet potent approach, the deliberate pursuit of discomfort. Seneca's counsel on voluntarily subjecting oneself to challenges aimed to build resilience and reduce susceptibility to emotional disturbances. This practice, seemingly counterintuitive, unveils an extraordinary method to fortify emotional strength and fortitude. The Stoic philosophy, deeply rooted in the understanding of the human condition, recognizes the inevitability of adversity and discomfort. Seneca's guidance does not urge the pursuit of suffering for its own sake, but advocates willingly embracing discomfort as a means of preparation. By voluntarily engaging with challenges, individuals condition themselves to face the unexpected and the uncomfortable. The essence of this practice lies in the transformative power of intentionally seeking discomfort. This deliberate exposure acts as a forge where resilience is tempered and emotional fortitude is honed. By confronting challenges willingly, individuals acclimate themselves to adversity, reducing the jarring impact it might otherwise have on their emotional well-being. Seneca's recommendation aligns remarkably well with contemporary psychological theories of resilience and adaptation. Psychologists emphasize that voluntary exposure to discomfort fosters adaptability and resilience. It strengthens the psychological immune system, enabling individuals to navigate hardships with greater ease. The crux of this practice extends beyond mere endurance. It redefines our relationship with discomfort. By willingly subjecting oneself to challenges, individuals recalibrate their response to discomfort, learning to manage emotional reactions effectively. This intentional exposure fosters an inner strength, enabling individuals to confront adversity with composure and resilience. The wisdom encapsulated in Seneca's recommendation lies in the understanding that a life of perpetual comfort breeds vulnerability to emotional disturbances. By voluntarily embracing discomfort, individuals equip themselves to face life's inevitable challenges with a fortified emotional state. However, it's crucial to note that this practice is not about seeking extreme, unmanageable hardships. Instead, it involves engaging with discomfort within one's capacity, gradually expanding one's threshold and fostering resilience over time.
I see. Does adhering to Stoic virtues help whenever I find myself in the center of my emotional turbulence?
Virtues, dear one, are the beacon in the storm. Cultivate courage, wisdom, justice, and temperance. Align your actions with these ethical values, for they offer a tranquil harbor amidst life's chaotic seas.
Thank you, Master. It seems like a lifelong journey.
Indeed, young one. Emotional mastery is a path, not a destination. Each step you take towards understanding your emotions, managing them through wisdom and virtue, brings you closer to the calm waters of inner peace.